VyFinance is an exciting project building on Cardano. They aim to take DEX's liquidity providing, yield farming, and all yield related utilities to the next level. From creating simple solutions like the VyFi bar or token and NFT staking for the Cardano ecosystem and for all the projects in the Cardano ecosystem, to creating a more complex products leveraging AI thanks to one of their most interesting and valuable partnerships with Propeller.ai. In this video, we'll dive deeper into VyFinance, everything that they have in fact achieved so far, what they have planned in their roadmap, and also dive deeper into their tokenomics and all the crucial aspects, such as governance as well, to actually get a complete fundamental analysis of this project and assess what is its potential. So stick around. As always, nothing in this video is financial advice, and if you're interested in having in fact a complete fundamental analysis about VyFinance, it's important to spend some time actually learning more about their mission, the technology VyFi has developed, and also the technology they plan on developing, and the great team that is behind this project. And that is exactly what I've done in a previous video about VyFi, and I'll leave it here at the top for you to watch it. So if you haven't watched it yet, please do, because once you finish that video, you'll be pretty elucidated about everything related with VyFinance and the real value behind this project. So yeah, that video is very complementary to this one, because in this video the focus will be more in terms of diving deeper into other crucial aspects of this project, such as the roadmap, the progress that VyFi has achieved so far, and also everything they have planned for the future, and even the governance model that is very important for any project. So yeah, with these two videos you'll have a great analysis, and I think you'll be understanding very well what is VyFinance after all. But of course, always do your own research to make sure everything that is said is right, and to complete everything that you watch here on YouTube. With that in mind, let's dive deeper into the VyFinance roadmap. Okay, so VyFinance basically, as we can see here, initiated their journey in 2021, in the Q3 of 2021, and their focus was on their initial coin offering of the VyFinance token and on developing the white paper. Okay, and naturally it also marked the point where they started marketing the project and really make it known on the Cardano community. Then on Q4 2021, VyFi launched their NFTs. Okay, they launched the MVP version, the minimum version of their app, the app, with the NFT staking features, where you could stake your VyFi NFTs and earn the VyFi token as a reward. And in addition, they also developed their merch store that we can see here. Some hoodies, t-shirts, whatever, mugs. It's interesting, looks cool and interesting, but you know, I'm more a fan of technology than I am of merch. So yeah. For Q1 2022, VyFi launched their token vaults, where you can stake VyFi tokens to earn more VyFi, and their first version of the on-chain ecosystem governance that we'll dive deeper into this video later. But yeah, in terms of the NFT and token vaults, it's important to mention that in the beginning, you could only use the NFTs that were created by VyFi and the tokens, the VyFi tokens, to stake and get more VyFi. But as time went by, the VyFi team kept on developing these products, and basically you can now use any token from their projects and get any token, not just VyFi, from the projects they've partnered with. And NFTs, you can also use NFTs from different projects. You know, it's all a matter of projects from the Cardano ecosystem and partnering with VyFi and making the tokens they want to give out available. And VyFi has the technology to make it all happen, and it's something extremely useful. And yeah, if you want to know more about it, of course, just don't forget to watch that video I recommended you in the beginning. In 2022, we have here a lot of things achieved. They sold their NFTs, they developed the NFT white paper, lottery, where users could basically buy tickets using VyFi in order to win a prize that is also in VyFi. In the final quarter of this year, they also upgraded their vaults, opening them to more projects so that they could also stake their own NFTs and tokens and provide their own native tokens. And this also was associated with the development of customized project pages. So basically, just a place where these new tokens and these new communities could share a little bit more about them so that the VyFi community could learn what they were all about. Okay, and now in Q1 and Q2 2023, VyFi is reaching a crucial stage of the roadmap because they are looking to launch their DEX and the VyFi bar. And if you want to learn more about these technologies, please make sure to check the first video, okay, where I dive deeper into them. And the VyFinance bar is especially interesting and innovative functionality developed by VyFi. And then it's important to notice that the DEX and the VyFi bar are currently on Testnet at the moment. So it's very likely they will in fact be available soon on mainnet. And I'm in fact considering doing a video about these two functionalities and doing a demo about the VyFinance DEX. But of course, if that's something you're interested, please just tell me something. Just leave a like so that I know that's something you'd like to watch. And of course, don't forget to subscribe and turn on the notification bell so you don't miss out on that video, or so that at least YouTube warns you when it comes out. During the second quarter of 2023, VyFinance also wants to start building their auto harvester that will allow you and me to harvest automatically any rewards from providing liquidity into the DEX, and hopefully also rewards from the token and NFT staking vault. Beyond these, and for the future, as addressed in the first video, they aim to develop a neural net auto harvester thanks to their partnership with Propeller.ai. And basically they work on an artificial intelligence that allows to deploy liquidity and get some yield opportunities depending on the risk level that you choose as an individual. Okay, so something using AI but targeted to you to maximize your yield while having a fair risk assessment of what you're willing to risk. Looking at this, I think it's very interesting to see just how VyFinance is progressing in terms of their roadmap. What I like about this project is that they already have products that are live on mainnet and that are extremely useful to the entire ecosystem and that are used, in fact, by the entire ecosystem. And now, you know, they are always working in terms of innovation and improving on what they are delivering and what is currently being delivered in the entire Cardano ecosystem. An example of that is, for example, this recent announcement by VyFinance. They have basically just developed a non-custodial way to provide and farm liquidity indexes in their DEX, most exactly, something that is made possible thanks to the Cardano EU-TXO model. So something very unique to Cardano and to VyFi that is pioneering this new feature. But yeah, so how does it work exactly? Basically, whenever you provide liquidity, you get the LP tokens that are proof that you're providing liquidity. And if you want to farm those LP tokens to gain more rewards, you need to deposit them into a smart contract. That's the normal way of doing things right now. With this feature, basically, once you provide the LP tokens, once you provide the liquidity, you get the LP tokens that stay in your wallet and that automatically will start farming without ever leaving your wallet. You don't need to put them into a smart contract. You'll just start gaining these rewards, these extra rewards provided by DEXs and projects automatically. So a very interesting feature and makes the whole process of DeFi and yield farming much simpler. You know, it's a step that we just eliminate, and we also eliminate the risk of having tokens in a smart contract that might have some kind of bugs or issues, and where we might in fact lose these tokens, as the LP tokens will now be under our control while we are still getting rewards from yield farming. So yeah, now let's focus a bit on the tokenomics aspect of the project. So VyFi is a token with a max supply of 450 million tokens. 85% of these tokens are for yield farming. Okay, so basically rewards that go to the protocol, which is in fact a huge amount. 8% of the token will go to the treasury. Okay, so will be locked in the treasury. These are funds that will be controlled by the governance of VyFinance, by the DAO, the VyFinance DAO. Then we will have 3% of the supply that will go to the team and will be vested over a period of 4 years. 2% of the supply that will go for listing allocations to fund token listings in several exchanges, and 1% that was made available in the ICO, with 214 of these VyFi tokens given out as rewards for a competition to holders of inside the VyFi ecosystem, and another 1% that is saved for the VyFi ecosystem. The VyFi ecosystem basically consists of any of the projects and the apps associated to VyFi and developed by the VyFi team. Besides this, there are also some important token dynamics to consider. One is that the VyFi bar that will charge a fee of 0.1% of all the value exchanged in the protocol, and where this value that will be inside the bar will be distributed across all the users that are staking VyFi in the bar. Okay. This value will be distributed in VyFi tokens as well. So basically, to distribute the value across holders, you need to have a purchase of VyFi token, which will lead to price appreciation, in addition to all the other VyFi tokens that are out of circulation and locked in the bar to have access to this reward. Other demand factors for VyFi is locking your tokens on the vault, on the VyFi vaults, to get a VyFi or even other tokens, other partner tokens, which naturally takes tokens out of circulation, as these VyFi tokens will be locked in these vaults for a certain amount of time. But on the other side, as sell pressure, of course, you have a high amount of rewards provided, especially in the first 2 years, for liquidity providers and for everyone interacting with the DAX. So that source of supply can lead to a decrease in the price if users just immediately get VyFinance and sell these rewards in the open market. Considering this, I think it's important to take a look at the emissions, especially for the yield farming rewards, as they account for 85% of the token supply. In this case, as we can see in this table, the annual emission rate will grow in the first 2 years, from 4.52% to 6.20% in the second year. But after that, as we can see here also by this emission rate graph, the emissions will keep reducing constantly. Considering all of this, I do think VyFinance has some amazing tokenomics. Most of the tokens will be fairly distributed to the users of the protocol, to these yield farming rewards, and only 3% of the tokens are actually going to the team. Okay, and the second largest allocation in this project is going to the DAO treasury, to make sure that the protocol has enough funds to apply and implement improvement proposals and to keep developing and getting better, which is very important for the future of the project. So definitely, the team is focusing on incentivizing users of the protocol, giving them power and governance power inside the app. So basically, these users will have the power to define the future of VyFinance and their DApps. But yeah, these tokenomics are certainly a high chance of generating a more decentralized token distribution, which is pretty good for governance, as it makes governance fair. One thing that I also noted is there seems to have been a lot of thought put into an analysis put into this tokenomics. So into the emission, the supply, the distribution, and that, which is very good to see, and it's a good thing in terms of long-term sustainability of the token and of the project. Before wrapping up this fundamental analysis on VyFinance, I believe it's super important to dive deeper into the governance of this project. VyFinance wants to actually decentralize decision-making process, and for that they have built an on-chain governance system that is in fact already available. Just one of the first versions of what they plan to build for the future. So how does VyFi current governance works? Basically, the VyFi team is the one responsible to create all the proposals. The proposals are generated first based on off-chain discussions with the community. where the community can state what they want, and the VyFi team will create a proposal, as well as when the team believes there is an important decision to make about the protocol that should in fact be made and voted by all the community. Sometime after the proposal is created, naturally VyFinance takes a snapshot of the amount of tokens of VyFi held in each wallet to account for the voting power of each user. And for voting, users simply need to go to the app, come here to the VyFi app, and come here to Governance, and here there are the proposals. You can see there's no proposals now or soon, but there were several proposals already voted, such as the VyFi NFT White, and where you can see more information about these proposals here. Okay, but basically, whenever there is a proposal to vote in the Vote Now, you select the option for which you want to vote for, and then a transaction will be generated, which includes like a voting amount of ADA that will identify your vote. And then naturally they compare the wallet that voted and that sent this ADA with the snapshot to understand what's the amount of voting power that this wallet has and what was its vote. Then VyFinance will naturally apply whatever is decided in the voting process. And right now, as stated, users are not able to make proposals, but it's something that VyFinance wants to make available in more advanced versions, so that the protocol comes closer to a decentralized autonomous organization. Overall, looking at VyFi, it really seems to be a very interesting project. They are currently coming up with innovative ideas and improvements on the DeFi side. They have a super interesting roadmap. They have been delivering already some interesting products and products that are used by the community and by other projects in the community and by people as well. And they have a very fair tokenomics distribution and allocation, where the power is mostly in the users of the protocol, which I think is very important. And thanks to that, the governance aspect of the project is much more interesting, because there is actual distribution of tokens, and the tokens are in the hands of the community and the users. That will have a significant influence in the process of the decision making of this app and in its future developments, especially when more developed versions of governance come out. Certainly, this is one of the interesting projects developing on Cardano, and one that I will keep an eye on. Yeah, it's true, there are just so many interesting projects on Cardano and building out there on Cardano that it's a bit hard to keep track of every single one of them and be aware that they even exist sometimes. But fortunately, there'll be a DApp store launching soon, I hope, where we'll be able to access all these DApps from one single place. We'll have like all the information we need to know about these DApps there for us to consult and to learn. So this is one of the most interesting features that are being developed by Lace Wallet. And if you'd like to know more about Lace Wallet and what they are building, then this video here at the end screen will be perfect for you. And on my side, I'll see you there.